got nothing to do with Bronny. Bron put him there. So now you got to deal with, Bronny got to deal with what's to come with that.
The thing, Bronny needs criticism. Bron is my guy, but Bron did put some extra heat on Bronny.
What is up, world? Welcome back, Charge the Game podcast. And today's video is going to be us reacting to Dwayne Wade, as he calls it like he sees it, and pretty much acknowledges that LeBron James caused a lot of Bronny James's criticism upon himself, and he is the reason.
Wade, your thoughts on this wild situation?
I have a personal relationship with Stephen A. Obviously, my relationship with Bron and my relationship with Bron is documented. We talk, it's dual sides once again. That person who wants to understand both sides. I told him as a father, I'm walking up on you. But also, we've never seen LeBron do that. He's always been just even keeled and level-headed in every aspect. And sometimes you want him to jump. Sometimes you want him to go. To watch the clip and watch him on that bench and see Stephen A over there, he couldn't take it. He could not stand it.
They got the memo of Stephen A. He comes tonight. He comes to the game tonight.
He saw him in warm-up. It was burning him. I said, Stephen A., I think the one.
Once again, I know the popular thing to do is to say that LeBron James was just being a dad, right? He's just being protective. But like I will continuously say, if you don't have the same energy for all of the other former NBA players and NBA greats and Hall of Famers who have come out and criticized your son, Bronny James, and even those who have gone harder about Bronny James's basketball play, they've actually said a lot more worse things than Stephen A. Smith. And you don't go at them, LeBron James. I just don't understand how you can get so mad and unfollow them, but you actually had the audacity to run up on Stephen A. Smith, because you know that Stephen A. Smith is simply not like that, which in my opinion, I thought was kind of weak. And it was somewhat kind of bullying. I mean, like people trying to say that Stephen A. Smith was bullying Bronny or talking out of context. No, he wasn't. He literally was saying what most people say in the comment section. And LeBron James hates to hear anything that doesn't put him on a pedestal and sing his praises. It just doesn't work like that.
First of all, I take it that's a sign of respect that LeBron did that to you. Your microphone is the loudest. Your platform is the biggest. And also you're a black man. Yes, the Skip Bayless of the world and all these guys have said things about him his entire career, and he's been above it. So that meant something. That's respect right there for everything you built. We know Stephen A. for quite frankly.
Dwayne Wade is saying that it's respect that LeBron James is going up to Stephen A. Smith and confronting him. But here's my thing. As a black man, why didn't you have the same energy for a Kel Sonnen, the guy who's accusing you of taking PEDs? You never ever said anything to Kel Sonnen, LeBron James. He's literally went viral for accusing you of using performance enhancement drugs, right? And Skip Bayless has tortured you your whole career. At least Stephen A. Smith has supported this brother. At least Stephen A. Smith, and you guys can look it up. Stephen A. Smith will advocate for LeBron James. The only thing Stephen A. Smith will never bow down to is that LeBron James is better than Michael Jordan, which is what a lot of people are speculating he's really mad about, but used the whole Bronny James situation as a cover-up. So when I hear these brothers on this show talking about, it's a sign of respect. No, we got to stop telling ourselves anything just to try to justify ignorant behavior. Because like Ryan Clark said, if this were a T. Morant, right, Ja Morant's father, if this was LeVar Ball, we would all be sitting here. Not probably me, maybe not me, but most of the people in the media would be, oh my God, this is unacceptable. We can't tolerate this. This is low class. This is ignorant. All the above, right? So why can't we have the same approach with LeBron James? It's because LeBron James just has good business with people. He does a great job of keeping his friends close and his enemies even closer.
We've never seen this before. We've never seen this before when it comes to son, father, what do you say, what don't you say? I don't know if it's a right answer, but I would have walked up on him and said something too.
At the end of the day, Stephen A. is doing what Stephen A. is doing.
Exactly.
He's doing his job. I'm sure we've all been in a situation where you are liable to crash out over your kid, no matter
I've done
what it is.
I've crashed out over mine.
Well, Dwayne Wade, we know you're going to crash out over your kid, man, but that's another topic.
Crash out over mine, right or wrong. Like Stephen A. said, that was a father.
Yeah.
That was point blank period, a father. Bron is my guy, but Bron did put some extra heat on Bronny. When Bron put out that tweet about him, he better than in the NBA.
That was my thing.
Dwayne Wade is such a good friend, LeBron James. He has enough courage to still call you out, even though we know how you wronged him, okay? He's still supportive of you, but he's very fair. He's literally a Hall of Famer. He's literally won championships with you. And even he knows that what you said about Bronny James being better than a lot of these cats in the NBA, shit is lightweight hilarious. Even he knew that was offensive to not only the current NBA players, but just the game. You know, it's certain things you just got to kind of keep to yourself. And people kept those notes. They kept those receipts. And now that Bronny James is under all of this scrutiny, it looks like the only hilarious part of this was Bronny James. And I know that that's hard to hear, but kudos to Dwayne Wade, man, for keeping it real, because you definitely caused this upon yourself, LeBron James.
They checked that. They was like, oh, okay.
This has been a build-up. We're talking 22 years. This ain't got nothing to do with Bronny.
Thank you.
The fact that Bronny is a part of the conversation now, and he also got to protect his seat. You get?
Now, what did I just say? I just told you guys that this was bigger than Bronny. Literally, LeBron James is doing a great job of using this as a cover-up, and Carmelo Anthony hit the nail on the head. I think it's more so of a build-up with Skip Bayless now, but he knows that. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I think Skip Bayless would have had more heart and courage than Stephen A. Smith, because if you could look at a 240-pound man crying on set in Shannon Sharp and tell him to shut up and put his glasses on, then I can only imagine that you wouldn't have been afraid of LeBron James. But this is stimulating far more deeper than the Bron James topic. And everybody knows this. Everybody knows this. LeBron James is just using Stephen A. Smith as the guinea pig to basically relay the message to all of the other people and analysts that have things to say about his son.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all, you gotta protect the king. But this ain't no shit that we talk about.
They don't have a friendship.
Right. Bron has never spoken any situation with Stephen A. Now, my son is the trigger. If you ain't saying nothing right, if you ain't standing up for him, that's the trigger, whether anybody like it or not. I think Stephen A. handled it the right way. In that situation, somebody else who may not know LeBron, right, that's in the media space, could have took that totally
different
the wrong way.
Yeah.
And reacted differently and replied.
Which is why I keep telling y'all LeBron James knew exactly what he was doing. I mean, he's smart. He chose correct. If this were anybody else that had any type of backbone and respect, I'm not saying that Stephen A. Smith is a weak man, but there are just some guys who don't play that. You're not about to come get in my face on public TV and check me. You know, you got to think LeBron James, hey, you're not above reproach, bro. Like, people have kids too. You're not about to be able to punk another person who has a wife and kid as well.
So it's been a bigger spectacle. I'm a black man at the end of the day who just made history. Like, this is different that we actually dealing with. We know they kicking the door while he's down. You get what I'm saying? We know that, so let's protect that. Bron put him there. So now you got to deal with, Bron, you got to deal with what's to come with that.
Yep.
And what's to come with that is Stephen A. and all of these, kind of media people talking about that. We haven't seen him fully. We don't know what he can be. But also, we put too much on it. And I think that's the problem. And Bron understands that in a sense. This kid got to develop. This kid got to understand the NBA. He got to understand the season. He got to understand how to practice. His mental ain't right. The kid ain't played in college. Right. He was battling health issues. So now he's here. He got to learn how to be that. And the only way I know how to be that is looking at my pops. And that's
And you guys can read between the lines here. Carmelo Anthony is just saying LeBron James, Stephen A. Smith wasn't wrong. Bronny James is not there yet. Not even mentally, which I just did a video about, report surfacing about Bronny James's mental health. And you got to think, guys, this is only year one, LeBron James. What are you going to do? I mean, the kid got, a 4-year deal? Are you going to be there to hold his hand throughout his whole career? Are you going to ever let him, grow into a man? And I just worry about Bronny James. At the end of the day, I'm going to tell the truth. I'm going to tell it like I see it. I can't speak for everybody else. To see Bronny James going through what he's going through, I do worry if, beyond year one, if he's going to really be in this. I mean, can you imagine like the season being over and you can go back to your lifestyle to before the NBA, and then you got to get yourself back going for the next season. And on top of that, the grind, the practice, your summers aren't really your summers anymore if you're dedicated. If you want to be anything like your father, man, you got to put in work. You got to put in the time. You got to put in the hours. And I'm just wondering day by day if Bronny James is just going to have these quiet thoughts to himself before they're loud. And those thoughts are, do I really want to do this? Do I really have my heart in this? Is this really fulfilling me? Carmelo Anthony can say all he wants. This kid needs time to develop. The truth of the matter is Carmelo Anthony, Dwayne Wade, LeBron James, all of the brothers of the banana boat, they didn't have to go through preparations. They came into the league with a skill set, and they were good to great from day one. And you know, Carmelo Anthony has a son. I mean, his son is clearly better than Bronny James. His son is already making like headways, you know, being recognized, you know, across the nation, you know, as one of the top recruits. Come on, like Carmelo knows.
Tall feet.
Here's the thing, Bronny needs criticism.
Yes.
Yes.
We all need some form of criticism. I think when it came from the way Stephen A came, he was talking about LeBron as a father, but he was talking about Bronny at the same time. It felt personal.
It's like enough is enough. Where we at today in society, culturally, just where we at. You got to stand on what you say. You get what I'm saying? Whether it's good, bad, and different. I don't think nobody was expecting Bron to approach anybody. It's deeper than rap with this situation.
It's deeper than Bronny James as well. I don't know what podcast this is, but I truly do like the fact that Carmelo Anthony and Dwayne Wade, who are two close friends to LeBron James, can call a spade and tell it like it is. Stephen A. Smith has a job just like you have a job to be a father. Stephen A. Smith can't be mad at you, and you can't be mad at Stephen A. Smith. But LeBron James, in my opinion, guys, was out of pocket, and I'll continue to say that. But let me know what you guys think about Dwayne Wade, Carmelo Anthony keeping it real on their great friend LeBron James. If you found any value to this video, I ask that you subscribe to the YouTube channel, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.